y'all, and welcome back to Backwater Junction. I have a video coming at you today where I'm going to let you guys download a save file that I've been working on for a pretty long time. So my favorite thing to do in any Sims game is high school gameplay, and my number one feature request for Sims 5 and for Paralives is really good high school gameplay. I think we should have like basketball team tryouts. I think we should have like different groups of like you know, the nerds, the popular people, like all that kind of stuff. And if you guys remember, it used to be like 10 years ago, there was this app that was actually made by EA called Survive in High School, where you were this guy and you moved to this new high school and you had to balance your social life, your grades, and then your football team. It was the funnest game. Me and my sister used to play it together all the time. And so anything in The Sims that like resembles that is something that I think is really fun. And if you want to play something like that in your game, the save file, which I call it the Oasis Springs High School save file, is going to be perfect for you. And I'm going to have the download link from Sims File Share in the link below. And in this video, I'm just going to kind of go through it and give you a little bit of the backstory on some of the Sims. So let's jump in. Alright, so I didn't do that much building for this. The only house I built right here is for the main family, which is the Clark family. Everything else is just what's here already. I think I built this house too, actually. Yeah, the Crispr house is built. I popped down the bowling alley because this does use the bowling night pack. And then also this lot right here, I do want to give a shout out to. So this lot is like the main teen hangout for the neighborhood. It's called the Coffee Shop and Cafe, and it's by 3214569870000, and the original is by Kim and Terry 1771. So if you want this lot, it's going to be in here already, but I just wanted to give credit to the person that built it because it was not me. Alright, so I'm going to start off introducing you guys to the main family. And if you download this, there's actually going to be written descriptions of everybody so you can get the backstory yourself. The main family is going to be the Clark family. You have the dad, Joey, the mom, Melody, the daughter, Molly, who's in high school. Most of these households have at least one high schooler in them. There are a couple townies, so just to give the town like a little bit more of a realistic feel, every single house is full except one lot right in the top left if you want to put in your own sim to go to this high school as well, so you have that choice. And there's the son, Manny. So if you click right here, you can get the backstories, which I typed out for everybody. So for this one, it's going to be Joey and Melinda decided to move their family from Twinbrook, which it's a world in Sims 3 Ambitions, it's themed like New Orleans, to Oasis Springs to follow Joey's career. The move has put a strain on their already fragile relationship, and Molly, their teenage daughter, is feeling insecure about starting at a new school. Will the Southern family be able to adjust to their new life? So they're the main family. You play them, they're moving to this high school, and they kind of get to know everybody and all the drama going on between the different families and the different kids at the school. The next family I'm going to introduce you to is my favorite family, which is the Crispr Family. And I love the names. I worked really hard to come up with these, and I think they're like really pretty names because these are supposed to be kind of like the pretty girls at the school. So you have their mom, Amanda. She's not very good looking. I have like warts on her face or acne or whatever, and she has a bunch of tattoos and she wears a bikini around, but the daughters are pretty, and the daughters are Shawena and Twyla. I just really like those names. So to introduce you guys to them, Amanda has always focused more energy on her chaotic dating life than trying to control her unpredictable twin daughters. Shawena loves to spread rumors about her friends, even if they aren't true, while Twyla has picked up on her mother's unfaithful dating habits. This outrageous family has a reputation for stirring up trouble and has made enemies along the way who are determined to get payback. So I think if you guys decide to play this, this is a family that you're going to have a lot of fun with because they kind of do have crazy behavior and they do kind of do whatever they want. So they make really good villains, even though I feel like they're not really villains. Like they are still like good characters. But I would say the mom's kind of the villain. But the daughters are just kind of really interesting and fun to play with. Alright, the next main family is going to be the Hutchinsons. Alright, so Hall of Fame athlete Al and his former pageant queen wife Lucy appear to have the perfect family. Jimmy is the star of the high school basketball team, and Braden is following in his footsteps. Oldest son Shane does not fit the family mold, and Lucy goes to great length to hide his criminal past from the town. So basically, all these families have like really high skills and really high traits, and then except Shane, who's like a young adult, and he has like slob, kleptomaniac. So the story, he's a kleptomaniac, and he's been arrested for that, but it's just a story or nothing like official of that. But Jimmy, who's this guy right here, and I think he's going to be in the thumbnail unless I change my mind. He is kind of the love interest for Molly Clark. They have like the slightest bar of pink just to give you the hint that they might end up being something, but it can go either way. He's kind of like the most popular guy in the school, and there may be something going on with him and Molly. A couple other Sims I want to introduce you guys to are right here are the Pescanellis. This is, he lives with his mother and just his mom because his dad's dead. I'm not going to read the descriptions for all these people, but he's also one of the popular guys. He's really good friends with Jimmy, and he's next door neighbors to the Clarks. Also, he is dating Twyla Crispr, who's one of the girls in this family, which is kind of driving a wedge between him and his mom. Right here you have Mindy Gunter, and she has 2 kids, but she's in the athlete career, and that's all she cares about. So she doesn't care at all about her kids. She left her husband. She really has no relationship with her family anymore. Right here is the Bayland family, even though they're not all named Bayland, because he is the mom's son, and she is the dad's daughter, and they don't get along at all. The 2 step siblings, and they're both kind of like weirder kids at school. They have like either like loner traits or like the bookworm trait or some things like that. No offense to bookworms, I was just being stereotypical there. Yeah, these 2 kids are kind of weird at school, and they kind of don't get along very well at home either. Right here, this is the weirdest girl though. Her name is Marisha Cagle, and her mom's name is Alicia Cagle. I actually want to read you the description because I thought it was funny. I'm kind of immature, so just putting that out there. The apple don't fall far from the tree, and Marisha is just as eccentric as her mother. All the kids at Oasis Springs High School remember the time she ate a booger in the 7th grade. I can't believe I wrote that, and I'm putting this on the internet, but whatever. Yeah, she's the weird girl, and you can tell just by looking at her. She's just kind of funny, and her mom's weird too. Their clothes for all the outfits are just really odd. I had a lot of fun making them. And then her dad lives across the street. He has a new wife, and he has a toddler. Then you have some townies right here, some townies here, some townies here, townies here. Alright, so this family is the Pritchett family. You have Randy Pritchett, and she lives with her aunt and uncle because her dad's died, but her dad's ghost is actually in the game. I actually had to kill him off to make the aunt and uncle relationship. And she's really shy and a bookworm, and when Molly comes to town, she kind of thinks that it might be transferred to make a friend, and so her and Molly kind of start off having a little bit of a friendship, and if you want Molly to have a good friend, I would say that she's a really good character for that. Last but not least is the Peterson family, which Mindy Gunter is the mom of 2 of the Peterson kids. So the dad is a wealthy astronaut, and these kids are kind of popular, but people kind of like them because they're rich, not because they're like actually like funny people or athletic or good looking. They're just kind of, I mean, they're not ugly, but they're just like, you know, those kids that like, they're just kind of like mediocre, but they have like a ton of money, so like people like them. That's them. And so these are the 2 in high school, the brother and sister, Olive and William. This does use the Seasons expansion pack, so that's why they're in their winter clothes down here, because it is winter. I believe you don't need anything, but the packs that it uses, if you don't have any clothes or objects missing, it's going to be Seasons, Island Living, Cats and Dogs. A lot of these households have pets, by the way. Then there's going to be Parenthood. I would definitely encourage you to have Parenthood for this because it does give you a lot of gameplay for teenagers. And then there's Bowling Night. I think that's it. But if you're missing one of those packs, you can still play with it. You might just have to go in and like remove some bar stools or change the shirt or something, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Anyways, back to this. And so then after his wife left him to pursue his athletic career, Emil married Emily. Their names are one letter off. I don't remember if I did that on purpose because I made this like over the course of several months. And then one of the older families that I did make. And they have a daughter, Kennedy, who's a kid together. One more thing, this is not my last family, I said it was, but I forgot about the Neumeyers. And so basically you have Brandon Neumeyer, and he's kind of like, or you have Jimmy Hutchinson, who's like the best guy at the school, like he's the star of the basketball team. He kind of is like second, like he wants to be good at basketball, he wants to be really popular, but he's always like kind of been in Jimmy's shadow. So in just like slightly worse basketball, slightly less popular, and it's kind of like something that bugged him. And so there's kind of a rivalry. So they're not friends, but they're not enemies, but they're kind of rivals, which is why their friendship bar, if you look in there, it's just kind of low, because they kind of go back and forth on that, and you can kind of take him whatever direction you want in high school. Then one more thing I have is I have extended families for the Clark family, all their cousins, all their grandparents. But they're not in the world because they're from Twin Brooks, so they're not placed in the world. However, you do have them too. Like the reason I did that, like I was playing with seasons, so like for the Christmas I had them come. You can find them in here. Yeah, Hamilton is the mom's side of the family, and there's 2 Clark families. So if you want to bring in their extended family for like a Christmas party or Thanksgiving party or anything, you have that too. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys my download link really quick, and then I'll wrap this video up. Okay, so you can find the download link for this on my Tumblr, which is backwaterjunctionssims.tumblr.com. The link's on Sims File Share. So I'm going to have the link to this post and the link to Sims File Share. Both are going to be in the description. So I have this post here where I talk a little bit more about the families and what's all in this, if you want to read a little bit more about it. And then to download it, you're going to click right here on this link. It's going to open on Sims File Share. If you've ever downloaded custom content before, you probably know about this website. You're going to press the download button right here. And I'm going to show you real quick how to put it in your game. So right here you have your Sims 4 folder. You want to go to the saves file right here, and you just want to drag it in here from your downloads folder, and then it should show up in your game. Make sure to like and comment on this video, subscribe to my channel, and thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.